Alright. Sorry about that, guys. I just really needed a drink of water. So, very parched. Thank you guys for watching. If you would like, go ahead and give me a follow on Twitch. I have my Twitter, my YouTube linked here. Generally when I cast these tournaments, I will upload all the matches that I cast and make a playlist. I have a playlist made for the Cup, Gold Plat Cup that I cast on Tuesday. So you can go ahead and go check that out. Mainly just streamed one player through most of that tournament. Wasn't very big. There was only about 33 people in it, I think, or 31. Meanwhile, here we're going to get into our second map, which is Deadwing. Cheesus going to opt for the macro map here. So we saw this macro game earlier against, or no, you know what? I think it was someone else. I was someone else. I'm sorry. That was an earlier match. Anyway, here we are on Deadwing, spawning in the southeast corner of Deadwing. Our orange Protoss Grandmaster player, Cheesus. And spawning, cross spawn in the northwest corner of Deadwing, our Blue Terran player, Zeerax. Alright guys, so meanwhile, while we're waiting for this to get underway, how are you guys doing? You guys enjoying the tournament right now? I see Yost, you say you like Rod G, so you're rooting for Cheesus. Cheesus is very good. I'm not familiar with Ike Wolf. If Ike Wolf is playing in the tournament, hopefully maybe he's still left and we can get a game of him. Like I said earlier, it's very difficult to get into matches, as all the matches are basically run simultaneously. So when I get one round, I pretty much only get one match in that round. So I won't be... okay, so a lot of SCVs being built here. This is going to be a CC first on Deadwing, which is a smart play. Gateway being built here at the 14-13 mark. So looks like Cheesus is going to grab his gas as well. Get that gas started up. That way he can take that... get that warp gate underway as soon as that cyber core finishes. And we're looking here at the production tab. Not a whole lot going on just yet. And that's going to be a CC on the low ground. So Cheesus is going to scout counterclockwise here. Not going to come up empty for right now. But he will get over there and probably see that command center a little bit more than 3/4 of the way done, I imagine. Cyber core down for Cheesus. 3 probes in the gas, just going on 1 gas at the moment. Barracks going down for our Terran player. And looks like another Rax going down. So this Zeerax liking to play Terran like TVP like I do. And that's going 2 Rax before anything else, any other kind of tech. So no gas, just taking the Rax out. He did go CC first. Generally, I like to, because I play at a lower level, I like to have the 2 racks first before I go CC. My economy's a little bit behind, but having the 2 racks early on allows you to kind of defend against that early stalker pressure that Protosses like to do. Meanwhile, this probe here, as I said, will scout this command center. Saw it, did a little harass on the SCV. But is he going to go into the main? That is the question. Our SCV, or our Terran players, going to get an SCV scout, also going counterclockwise. And our Protoss player, going to back off of this probe. Meanwhile, just macroing up both players. Staying on the 1 racks. Does he have a gas yet? Still no gas. Very interesting. So maybe, oh, there's that 3rd rack. So he's going to go 3 racks and drops his gas now. So first gas being taken for our Terran player. Both gases actually on his main base. And he's actually going to come around and get a scout here. This Nexus about done. One stalker here just kind of scouting around looking for a stray SCV. Not just hanging around looking to get a sneaky scout. Alright, so this stalker will get this SCV. Little stutter step micro here will kill it before it gets into the main base. So not a scout there. Warp gate almost done for our Protoss player, and Twilight Council is actually being built as well. Only one gate currently, so not going to be any kind of like crazy, you know, one base, 4 gate action. We maybe could see 7 gates here with Blink. Definitely a build that Cheesus has favored in the past, but we will see what the deal is. Zeerax, not sure because he didn't get a scout, not sure what's coming, so he's got a few Marines here in his main base mineral line in case it is an Oracle. However, not an Oracle. We got 3 gates going down, and we got Blink being researched. So, where are those 3 gates at? Okay, they're kind of hidden, so very sneaky spot to put 3 gates, because if the Terran scans, it's going to generally be in this area or back here, so he'll miss the 3 gates. But he might get a little suspicious. He might think there might be a proxy, because he won't see any other like higher tech, like a Twilight or a Stargate or a Colossus. And our Terran player is going to push out again. Generally, this isn't a bad idea to kind of push out against Toss. Toss takes a while to get units out, and he'll actually has concussive shell, so he will get that Stalker. Meanwhile, that's the only upgrade that our Terran player has. Warp Gate is the only upgrade our Protoss player has, and our Protoss player will just kind of spread out. Terran will take that Zelnaga for a split second. More units being rallied here. And what's our production tab looking like here? Factory being built. Okay, so really slow tech here. Gonna have a starport here, probably about 9 minutes. And Stim is being researched, so he's gonna bring his troops back. Protoss guarding his ramp here with stalkers. Probe just searching for anything fishy. Most likely, Cheesus is assuming that our Terran player might have a hidden base somewhere. Not necessarily a bad call, because the macro is pretty good from Zeerax. It's very possible. However, it's still really early in the game, so he shouldn't really be thinking, proxy base, because that's a lot of units for Terran to have before the 8-minute mark. So just powering up off 2 base, both players here. And Cheesus is actually going to go in and see if he can't get some damage. So we'll just follow these stalkers here. Let's get this production tab out of the way. Forward pylon for Cheesus. And I don't know why we saw APM, but we did. Worker supply about dead even here. Army supply is about dead even as well. So these guys just kind of powering up off 2 base. There are bunkers being built. Our Terran player knows this attack is coming. However, knowing it's coming and defending it are 2 different things. You guys are watching GSL right now, or the other night. You saw Fantasy see a proxy from a Protoss player, know it's coming, and still lose. So this is definitely possible in this matchup for our Protoss player to still win here, even though he's been scouted and our Terran player is anticipating. 2 bunkers in, but no one bunker in the main. However, that bunker's going to go down. Meanwhile, Stalkers have Blink, so they have Blink. They blinked out. The Mothership Core goes down, so high ground vision, not an option anymore for our Protoss player. And our Terran player is hurt. However, Medivacs are out. Around about 10-11 minute mark. +1 attack has been researched. Stim is researched. And let's see if we have any more gateways going down. Let's look at structures here. Where are the structures? That is the question. Oh, big fight here. Lots of Marauders here. Lots of damage being done. This Blink Micro is just very, very good. It might not be enough. That's a lot of Marauders. So they are low. Medivacs out of energy here. And these bunkers, oh, never mind. He's going to force it back. Going to force it back, take the pylon out. These stalkers are going to walk away. Let's go ahead and look at the units lost tab here. Protoss losing about, what, 1,600? 1,700 more resources than our Terran player. And our Terran player is going to be able to just take a third here. Defended that aggressive attack. Protoss also taking his third base. Meanwhile, some forward pylons here on the map. And +1 armor is being researched. That must have been canceled because that was researching earlier. Okay, more stalkers being built. +2 is being researched. More racks being built. Another eBay going down. Do we have an armory yet? Where's the structures tab? There it is. Alright, so we have an armory. No armory yet. So that eBay will finish up, but he's going to want to start an armory here so he can go right into 2-2 because our Protoss is not lacking behind in upgrades. He does have 01, and our Terran is also on 01. Lots of Marauders though, Stim, Combat Shield, and Concussive Shells, so these guys going to hit that 3 base here. And let's look at the income here. A little bit in the Terran's favor. You'll have that as Terran over Protoss because you do have that mule production, which really allows you to mine faster than your Protoss and Zerg opponents. And let's see what's going on here. One Zealot being warped in. That's kind of weird. Probably just looking for a scout on the 4th base. That's what it looks to be. So, Protoss player going to come with the defense here, waiting on his ramp for his 3rd. Mothership Core needs to back off, and it does not. So, the Mothership Core gets sniped, no photon overcharge on this Nexus, and this Nexus is going to go down. There is just no way. Probe's getting sniped. Protoss has to back off here. There's just no way to engage right now, and that Nexus is going to get sniped. So, our Protoss player down to 2 base against the Terran who is powering up off 3, and these pylons are getting sniped. Cheesus is just getting destroyed at the moment. Widowmine being burrowed. Our Zerg player, our Terran player is just kind of crushing in with these Medivacs and Marauders. There's a lot of Marauders that are being built right now. 18 Marauders versus 19 Marauders versus 5 Stalkers. That's GG. So Zeerax is going to go to the finals here. In my eyes, kind of upsetting Cheesus only because I have seen Cheesus play. That was pretty crazy. Cheesus likes staying on that Stalker play, likes that Stalker aggression. You know, at that point, maybe going into some Immortal tech would have been a good choice. You know, getting a robotics facility, just having a few Immortals to go with his army to prevent the Marauders from doing their work against all those Stalkers. You know, and eventually going into Colossi, because Colossi would have really helped Cheesus as well.